Hello again, Enzo. Long time no see. Trevoh, how's Trevoh? Have you had an update on him yet?
Yeah, he had the check yesterday, and it will be around 1 week, 10 days. So in one side it's good because it's not an important injury. In the other side, it's a shame because we lose another player in this moment with the amount of injury that we have.
So not back for Europe, but potentially back for the next Premier League game after this one. And Filip, obviously you've trained since the weekend. How is he in himself?
No, it's okay. He feel a little bit sad or upset because he recognized that has been a mistake, but he's okay. Overall, it's okay.
And it hasn't changed your thinking in terms of who's your number one goalkeeper at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. We don't, if we need to change players every time they do a mistake, we need to change players game by game, many players. But no, it's not nothing changed.
So are you, generally speaking, we have a term here, glass half full, glass half empty. After Saturday, the performance, obviously glass half full, the result glass half empty. Is that how you see it?
It's like this. We ask for a better performance compared to Brighton one, and I think the performance was there. We didn't deserve the final result, but we need to accept that. And as I said, probably in this moment is not enough. We need to find something extra to get results, but for sure we're gonna be there.
You called it your toughest defeat ever here at Chelsea. Was that just the heat of the moment, or do you still feel that?
No, I still feel that feeling because is for the way I think, as I said, the performance was very good. You know, to go Villa Park and to play the first half that we play is an important statement. The problem is that at the end the result was not good for us. So it was a tough one in that moment, also because we are in a bad run of results. So probably was also the reason why.
Toughest defeat ever here at Chelsea. What about in your career? Where does it stand in terms of being toughest result?
No, there have been bad one, good one, but was just after the game. Now it's gone. Now we have just to think about the next 12.
And obviously that now next is Southampton. You say you need a win. With respect to Southampton, there's not a better game. Southampton, who are bottom of the table, at home for you to get that win.
I don't trust the game. They can be also always tricky game. They are different. If you watch the game they played against United away, they were winning 1-0. Then the last 5 minutes, Man United, they beat them. So it's a team. It's a complicated team. It's a tricky one. And from now on, as I said last week, they are all every game, every team is playing for something. So they're gonna be all tough.
But as critics of you and the team now, what would that be like if you got beat by Southampton? Would you expect it to be even worse?
No,
it's a must-win game, in other words, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when you are here at Chelsea, I don't think you have a game that you are not, you don't go or you don't prepare to win. Our duty is to prepare every game to win, and for sure, from now on, we have 12 games to go, and no doubt that all of them, they are must-win for us.
And goal difference could be a factor, couldn't it, in that battle for the top four? I think you're 2 goals behind Bournemouth, 3 behind Man City at the moment. As it's Southampton, if you do play well and you start to score, will that become a factor, trying to score as many goals as possible?
We focus just to win the game. We don't think about goal difference. I don't think in this moment you have to think about that. We have, as I said, 12 games to go. We're gonna try to win as much as we can, thinking that we are has been a bad weekend because we lost, but in the same time we are nothing changed in terms of table. We are still 1 point from the fourth. We are 4 points from the third, so we are still there.
Thank you, Gary. Ian.
Hi Enzo, how are you? You said the word tricky. This game could be tricky against Southampton. I mean, honestly, really? I mean, they've got 2 wins all season. You're a team fighting for a place in the Champions League. Is that a message you're just sending out to your players so they don't get overconfident, or do you really mean that this could be a tricky game?
No, really, I really think that, because it's football and you are older than me, I guess, and you know,
Only a little.
and you know better than me that football is full of these kind of things. So I'm not saying that for a message. I'm saying that because I really believe every game is a tricky game. The difference sometimes is so tiny. And as I said, if you see a few games ago, the Man United won. They were winning until the end, and at the end, Man United won the game. But we need to be just focused on how we need to win the game, and no more than that.
You also said you were searching for that little something to make the performances that were good into good results. I was at the game at St Mary's where you were very good. You won the game very easily and generally were a very good side. What is that something that's been missing maybe since the turn of the year till now?
Probably there are always more than one reason. I think in the last 7, 8, 10 games, the huge difference for me has been especially inside the box, in both box, because unless probably Brighton away Premier League, all the rest we always create chances, we almost always score. So the difference probably has been inside the box. We need to be probably defensively more strong and more clinical when we get the chance.
This season I've seen a few of your games in the Europa League, Conference League and the League Cup in the early stage against Barrow. And in those competitions, Christopher Nkunku looked really, really sharp and scored goals. Is this a good chance for him tomorrow to go and rediscover his goal scoring?
Yeah, we hope for him, but also for the rest. Christo, he didn't play a lot the first 6 months. Now in the last, I think, 3 official game, he start all the games, and hopefully from now on he can help us in terms of numbers.
Finally, you don't often get free weeks, but obviously being out of the FA Cup, you're not playing this weekend, so you've got your team really have to go for it and leave everything out on the pitch, and then they can have a bit of a rest after what's been a busy period. Is that what you'll be telling them, to go and give me absolutely everything?
Yeah, but they also gave everything against Villa. I don't think they reserve some energy against Villa, so they are giving everything. This is the reason why I said the other day that probably when you see the performance, when you see the players that they give everything, and at the end you don't get at least 1 point, you feel a little bit upset, you feel a little bit sad, but the performance from the players was there.
Rodrigo.
Hi Enzo, I would like to ask you about the form of Cole Palmer, who's been not scoring since the last game against Bournemouth. It's been 6 games since not finding the goal in the back of the net. Are you concerned about his performances?
No, I'm not concerned. I'm always concerned about general performance. I'm not concerned about Cole because Cole is a human being, and during the season he can have some moment where he struggles a little bit more. The problem is with Cole is probably that we rely on Cole for everything, and I said since we start that we need to rely on the team. For sure we need big players, top players like Cole, but we are not worried about Cole at all.
I also want to ask you about the new football in the Premier League. It's been a change in the middle of the season. Do you like the new football, or do you think it's a bit strange to change the ball in the middle of the season?
The new ball. No, it's okay. It's a question for the players. I don't play football. They play football. You have to ask them. I don't know. For me, it's okay. I like any ball.
And just finally, for me, I would like to ask you, how can you compare the English football and with Italian football or Spanish football?
The English football is not now. I think in the last already probably 10 years, 15 years, is the best football in Europe from my point of view, because of the quality of the managers, the quality of the players, the intensity. I think in this moment English football is better and different. Probably the Italian one is more tactical, the Spanish one is more technical, and the English one it's a little bit both.
Nizar.
Hi Enzo, I was just wondering with Cole, how do you sort of give him his magic back, his spark? Do you need to maybe wait for players to come back? 'Cause I know he has a special partnership with Jackson, or is it maybe a case he needs a rest? Like, what does he need to be the Cole we all know?
No, just continue working in the way he's working. The other day, I think yes, he had a great chance. But overall, the performance from Cole, as I said, every game we expect from him goal or assist. So it's difficult. He's human being, he's player, and in this moment probably his performance also reflects a little bit the team performance, that we struggle to score goals, and we need to be a little bit more clinical when we get the chances.
And there's a stat going around that he has no assists in 13 games as well as not scoring, but he's actually creating chances. He's created like more than 4 chances for his teammates. Have you seen maybe a frustration that other people aren't taking his chances so his stats can go up and things like that?
No, at the end, because also their teammates, they can be frustrated with the chance that we miss against Villa and we miss against City. I think both chances were called, no? Very clear. And the other day we were 1-1 to score 1-2, 10 minutes to go. Against City we were 0-1, could be 0-2 after 10 minutes. And I didn't see his teammates frustrated. So Cole is just upset because we are not winning games, no more than that.
Simon.
Hey Enzo, perhaps the biggest positive from Saturday was Neto's performance up top. Do you sort of think that that's perhaps filled a void with Nicholas now, obviously not back soon, but Neto's pace seemed to cause Villa a lot of problems?
Yeah, could be a good option. We tried with Pedro days before the game, and we see that he could do that. And I think, as you said, it was a positive one. We had more. The performance in general, I think, was positive. Some players, Enzo was fantastic. Even Reece, after a long time, 90 minutes, struggled in some moment, but it's normal. But overall, his performance was very good. So, and Pedro, with the Nico injury and with the Mark Guiu injury, with both striker injury, could be a good option for us.
Rob.
Hi, Chelsea dropped 13 points from winning positions since Boxing Day. What is that a sign of? What does it tell you about your players? They seem to be most vulnerable when you're winning.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't have an answer on that. I knew this that we dropped 13 points from winning position. Sometimes it's football. Sometimes there is a reason why behind. We are trying to understand a little bit. Again, the good thing is that at least you were in front in these kind of games. Now is the other part. When you are in front, try to protect that. And in almost all these kind of games, yes, we analyzed that we had chances from 1-0 to go 2-0, from 0-1 to go 0-2, and we miss more than once. Even the other day against Villa, first half we have 4 or 5 chances to go 0-2, 0-2, 0-2. At the end, you miss. The game is always open, and anything can happen. But for sure, it's something that we need to understand.
Okay, last question, Davide.
Ciao Enzo. When you think about what you want to build here at Chelsea, are you still seeing the identity of the team in this stretch of results?
Yeah, absolutely. Even against Villa, I think the identity was there. The way we play on the ball and off the ball was there, very similar to what we are doing during the season. So the identity is there. In this moment, it's just a matter of results. And hopefully, I said after Aston Villa game, in this moment I have the feeling that winning one, we can have a good run again, and we can build a good momentum again. That is what I think in this moment the player they need.